Bryan Bullington. The Pirates thought they were getting a safe college ace, but what they actually drafted was one of the biggest misfires in modern draft history. Bryan Bullington finished his MLB career with a brutal 1-9 record and a 5.62 ERA across just 26 appearances. His strikeout rate barely cracked 6 per 9 innings, even before injuries took their toll. Pittsburgh passed on future All-Stars like Zach Greinke and Matt Cain, making this pick hurt even more. Bullington never showed dominant stuff, never stabilized, and never justified the pick. For a first overall selection, there is no harsher failure. Brady Aiken. This pick unraveled before it even began. Brady Aiken was selected first overall in 2014, but never threw a single major league pitch. Houston flagged concerns in his physical, cut his signing bonus nearly in half, and Aiken walked away. Tommy John surgery followed soon after, and his velocity never returned. He pitched briefly in the minors, posting ERAs above 5 while losing command entirely. By age 22, he was out of baseball. A first overall pick who never reached the majors and indirectly gifted Houston future stars earns this spot without debate. It gets crazier when you realize the Astros benefited more by failing. Mark Appel. Mark Appel entered pro ball as the most polished college pitcher in years, yet his career never found traction. Across 7 minor league seasons, he posted ERAs consistently north of 4 and struggled with command. Houston eventually traded him away, and injuries pushed him out of baseball entirely by age 26. His late comeback with Philadelphia in 2022 produced just 10 major league innings. 10. For a first overall pick taken ahead of Aaron Judge and Chris Bryant, that resume is devastating. Appel's perseverance deserves respect, but results matter here, and historically, this pick delivered almost nothing at the major league level. Matt Bush. Matt Bush's story is chaos disguised as potential. Drafted as a shortstop, he never reached the majors in that role, and instead reinvented himself as a reliever over a decade later. Bush did manage 317 strikeouts with a respectable 3.75 career ERA, but that production came 12 years after draft day. Off-field incidents, suspensions, and legal trouble derailed what should have been a cornerstone career. A first overall pick is supposed to anchor a franchise, not resurface years later as a bullpen arm. Bush eventually contributed, but the delay and instability cap his ranking firmly near the bottom. Tim Beckham. Tim Beckham represents the danger of drafting for affordability instead of talent. Taken first overall in 2008, Beckham never made an all-star team and finished his career with just 3.2 WAR. His best season came in 2017, when he hit 22 home runs with a 110 OPS+, but that was the exception. Tampa Bay passed on Buster Posey, who went on to win 3 World Series and an MVP. Beckham spent parts of 7 seasons bouncing teams, never locking down a role. He was playable, but for a number 1 pick, replacement level output simply is not enough. Mickey Moniak. Mickey Moniak entered pro ball as a supposed 5-tool outfielder, but the tools never synced. In over 250 MLB games, he owns a career OPS hovering near .650 and has struggled to stay healthy. His breakout flashes with the Angels in 2023 produced 14 home runs and a 113 OPS+, but injuries quickly halted momentum. Philadelphia moved on without hesitation, and multiple organizations followed. Moniak has shown athleticism and defense, but first overall picks are judged on sustained production. Right now, he profiles as a depth outfielder rather than a franchise bat, placing him firmly in the lower tier. Delmon Young. Delmon Young looked like a star early, winning Rookie of the Year and finishing second in voting in 2007, but that promise faded fast. He never posted an OPS above .800 again and finished his career with just 3.2 WAR. Defensive struggles, inconsistency, and off-field issues followed him across multiple teams. His best season came in 2010 with 21 home runs and 112 RBIs, yet even then, advanced metrics painted him as average. Young carved out a long career, but longevity without growth hurts here. For a pick expected to dominate, he peaked early and coasted the rest of the way. Luke Hochevar. Luke Hochevar's career is defined by reinvention. As a starter, he struggled badly, leading MLB in earned runs in 2012 and posting a career ERA above 5. Kansas City salvaged his value by moving him to the bullpen, where he became a weapon during their 2015 championship run. He finished that postseason with a 1.13 ERA across 8 appearances. That ring matters. Still, his total career WAR sits under 4, and his starter years actively hurt his teams. Hochevar delivered one meaningful stretch, but for a first overall pick, brief relevance cannot outweigh years of below-average performance overall. Spencer Torkelson. Spencer Torkelson's ranking reflects uncertainty more than failure. After a brutal rookie year with a .604 OPS, he rebounded in 2023 by launching 31 home runs and driving in 94 runs. That season alone saved this pick from disaster, but regression followed, including lineup demotions and negative to AR stretches. His strikeout rate remains near 30%, and Detroit has openly questioned adjustments. Power keeps him afloat, yet consistency has not arrived. At just 24, the story is unfinished, but first overall picks are judged by trajectory. Right now, Torkelson feels stuck between potential star and cautionary tale, Henry Davis. Henry Davis lands here because his tools still outweigh his results. Drafted as a catcher, Pittsburgh moved him to right field, where his arm ranks in the 98th percentile. Offensively, the production has not followed. Across his first 100-plus games, Davis owns an OPS below .700 with minimal power output. Minor league numbers suggest upside, but major league pitching has exposed timing issues. The Pirates remain patient, believing a breakout is coming. He is young, athletic, and defensively useful, but first, overall picks must impact games consistently. For now, Davis remains a projection rather than a payoff. Casey Mize. Casey Mize sits here because his career has been defined by promise interrupted. In 2021, he finally looked like Detroit's ace, making 30 starts with a 3.71 ERA, holding hitters to a 241 average, and flashing his signature splitter. Then it fell apart. Tommy John surgery erased all of 2022 and 2023, and his post-surgery return came with diminished swing and missed numbers. Even when healthy, inconsistency followed. Mize has shown frontline stuff in stretches, but availability and durability matter. For a first overall pick, partial fulfillment and unanswered questions keep him in this tier. Travis Bazzana. Travis Bazzana ranks here almost entirely on projection, but the ceiling is impossible to ignore. In his final college season, he slapped .407, .568, .911 with 28 home runs and more walks than strikeouts. That level of plate discipline is rare. He became the first Australian taken first overall and immediately slotted atop Cleveland's system. Early minor league reports praised his bat speed and defensive instincts at second base. He has not reached the majors yet, which limits his placement, but his offensive profile suggests a future impact bat. The risk is real, but the upside is enormous. Jackson Holliday. Jackson Holliday earns this spot because youth and upside outweigh early struggles. Debuting at just 20, he looked overwhelmed initially, hitting under 200 across his first 60 games. But context matters. In AAA, he posted an on-base percentage over .440, showing elite plate discipline for his age. Scouts continue to rave about his smooth defense, bat control, and work ethic. Son of a longtime All-Star, expectations are massive, but the foundation is strong. Holliday is not polished yet, but very few first overall picks show this much maturity so young. The breakout still feels inevitable. Royce Lewis. Royce Lewis is one of the most dangerous players on this list when healthy. In just 94 career games, he has smashed 27 home runs and posted an OPS near .950. His 2023 stretch included 4 grand slams in 20 games, a pace never seen before. He carried Minnesota in the postseason, snapping an 18-game playoff losing streak almost single-handedly. But injuries dominate his story. 2 ACL tears and repeated absences have limited him badly. The talent screams top 5. The availability keeps him here. If health ever cooperates, this ranking will age very poorly. Justin Upton. Justin Upton represents a career that was very good, but never transcendent. He debuted at 19, finished with 325 home runs, over 1,000 RBIs, and more than 32 career WAR. His 2011 season produced a 141 OPS plus and MVP buzz, yet that level never became standard. He made 4 All-Star teams and won 3 Silver Sluggers, but never anchored a contender or led the league in a major category. Injuries shortened his peak. For most players, this resume is outstanding. For a first overall pick, once labeled generational, solid longevity places him just outside the elite tier. Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson lands here because of sustained value and championship impact. After early struggles, he developed into one of baseball's best defensive shortstops, winning multiple Gold Gloves. Offensively, he became a reliable 20-plus home run bat and a leader on Atlanta's 2021 World Series team. His career continues to climb steadily, built on consistency rather than spikes. Swanson has never been an MVP candidate, but he rarely hurts his team and often elevates it. First overall picks are judged by trust and longevity, and Swanson has delivered both across multiple seasons and franchises. Adrián González. Adrián González was never flashy, but he was relentlessly productive. Across his career, he hit 317 home runs, drove in over 1,200 runs, and posted a .287 average with a 129 OPS plus. From 2008 to 2014, he averaged 34 homers and 6 WR per season, anchoring multiple lineups. He made 5 All-Star teams, won 4 Gold Gloves, and finished top 10 in MVP voting twice. While he never won an MVP or ring, his consistency was elite. For a first overall pick, González delivered exactly what teams hope for: a decade of quiet, high-end production. Stephen Strasburg. Stephen Strasburg's career is a study in extremes. His debut featured 14 strikeouts and immediate superstardom. At his peak, he struck out nearly 11 per 9 innings with a career ERA just above 3.20. The defining moment came in 2019, when he went 5-0 with a 1.98 postseason ERA and won World Series MVP. Injuries robbed him of longevity, limiting him to 8 starts after 2020. Still, championships matter. Peak dominance matters. Strasburg delivered both. Few first overall picks ever reached those heights, even briefly, earning him a place firmly in the upper echelon. Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa delivered stardom early and often. He debuted at 20, won Rookie of the Year, and immediately became one of baseball's best two-way shortstops. At his peak, he posted OPS plus marks near 140 while providing elite defense. He was a centerpiece of Houston's championship core and finished top 5 in MVP voting. Injuries and controversy complicated his legacy, but the production never disappeared. With over 40 career DAR before age 30, Correa clearly met first overall expectations. Even with narrative baggage, the on-field value, postseason moments, and sustained excellence place him comfortably in this tier. David Price. David Price ranks this high because he consistently delivered elite results over a long window. He won a Cy Young Award, made 5 All-Star teams, and posted a career ERA of 3.32 with an ERA plus over 120. His 2012 season established him as one of baseball's best, and he later anchored rotations for multiple contenders. Price played a key role in Boston's 2018 championship run and logged over 2,100 innings. For a first overall pick, that combination of durability, peak dominance, and postseason success is exactly the dream outcome. Few pitchers match his overall resume from this slot. Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer stands as one of the greatest success stories for a first overall pick, especially at catcher. Across 15 seasons with Minnesota, he won 3 batting titles, an MVP in 2009, and earned 6 All-Star selections. He posted a career .306 average with a 124 OPS plus, unheard of production for his position. At his peak, he combined elite offense with Gold Glove defense, controlling games quietly but completely. Concussion shortened his prime, but the damage was already done. A first-ballot Hall of Famer, Mauer delivered franchise-defining value and exceeded nearly every realistic expectation placed on him. Gerrit Cole. Gerrit Cole represents modern pitching excellence. Since debuting in 2013, he has been one of baseball's most reliable aces, leading the league in strikeouts twice and posting a career ERA around 3.20 with an ERA plus near 130. His 2019 season produced 326 strikeouts, and in 2023, he finally secured the Cy Young Award after multiple near misses. Cole has handled massive workloads, thrived in pressure markets, and remained dominant into his 30s. Durability, consistency, and elite peak seasons place him firmly among the best first overall picks ever, with a Hall of Fame case growing stronger each year. Adley Rutschman. Adley Rutschman changed an entire franchise almost immediately. After his 2022 debut, Baltimore improved by 31 wins, and his leadership behind the plate became the foundation of their turnaround. He owns a career OPS plus above 125, elite pitch framing metrics, and rare offensive consistency for a catcher. In 2023, he became an All-Star, Silver Slugger winner, and All-MLB selection while guiding a 101-win team. Switch hitting catchers with power, patience, and defense almost do not exist. At just 26, Rutschman already looks like a generational cornerstone and a future Hall of Fame candidate. Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper faced impossible hype and still became one of baseball's defining stars. He debuted at 19, won Rookie of the Year, and captured MVP awards in 2015 and 2021. His 2015 season featured a .460 on base percentage and 198 OPS plus, one of the greatest offensive years ever. Harper owns over 340 home runs, a career OPS near .900, and countless iconic postseason moments, including the 2022 NLCS homer that reshaped Philadelphia's franchise. Longevity, peak dominance, and cultural impact elevate him beyond most peers. Very few players ever live up to this level of expectation, and Harper undeniably did. Paul Skenes. Paul Skenes takes the top spot because no first overall pick has ever announced himself like this. Within a year of being drafted, he dominated MLB hitters with triple-digit velocity, elite command, and historic metrics. He won NL Rookie of the Year, posted an ERA under 2.00, struck out more than 12 per 9 innings, and started the All-Star game as a rookie. That simply does not happen. The sample size is small, but the impact is unprecedented. If health cooperates, Skenes is tracking toward generational status faster than anyone before him, making this the most explosive first overall pick ever. If you like this video, check out this next one, which YouTube thinks you will love.